Hi, and welcome back to American Woman Television and Mederi Health. Joining me now is Dr. Kristen Lee. Dr. Lee, tell me a little bit about your practice, Mederi Health.
Well, here at Mederi Health, we've taken a different approach to medicine called functional medicine. It's really where we're looking for the root cause of patients' problems and really digging deep to find out what those core problems are.
Sure, and you do a lot of it naturally, but you will use pharmaceuticals if that's the treatment plan.
The way that we've arranged it here at Mederi Health is we have multiple practitioners on board. So whether or not you need the nutritionist, or you need herbs, or you need a pharmaceutical, there's a doctor or a practitioner here at our practice that can assist you with that.
Sure, but first and foremost, you try to do it naturally, is
Absolutely.
that right?
Our approach here is natural first. We prefer that because most of our issues can be solved with maybe an herb or a supplement or a high-dose vitamin or even just rearranging our diet. But when that's not enough, we will certainly refer you on to those that can go ahead and manage more of that pharmaceutical piece.
Sure. So what are some of the things that your patients come in with? What can you help with?
You know, Nancy, we treat people all the way from the young to the old. I think the oldest patient I've ever had in here was 92 years old. And we treat everything from energy to thyroid conditions to blood sugar imbalances to energy levels, hormone problems. Majority of what we see too is a lot of weight loss.
Yeah. And your big thing is testing. Like, you need to have that empirical data to show you what's going on. Tell me about that.
I think one of the biggest keys to our success here at Mederi is our comprehensive testing approach. When a patient comes in, they'll visit with us first, and we typically do an initial consult for free so we can find out if they're a good candidate for our practice. And really from there, it's all about collecting information. If it's not in black and white, it's really hard to give a diagnosis to someone. And we feel like if we can see their hormone levels or their adrenal levels, or if needed a stool panel, these things aren't great to talk about, but they're key to our diagnostic abilities here. And once we have a solid diagnosis, then we know how to treat, and then we can retest and make sure our problems have resolved themselves.
Sure. Dr. Lee, everybody just adores you. And why do you think that that is? And why do you think that you care so much about your patients?
Well, I think that it's just all about the energy that you put out there, you get it back, you know? And if I can give somebody some of me and some of this knowledge that I've been blessed with and turn their life around, even just a little bit, those hugs that I get back and those thank yous and seeing the light in their eyes change, that's what brings me here day in and day out. I mean, I leave my family to come here, but I love it and I wouldn't have it any other way because my patients end up being my family because we see each other so much and we're dealing with some intimate issues.
Dr. Lee, you've literally saved people's lives here at Mederi Health. Let's hear from a couple of your patients.
I was 215 pounds, I'm only 5'3". My liver enzymes were going crazy. My blood sugars were really elevated, really high. I've lost 55 pounds, I guess, in about 6 months, a little over 6 months, I suppose.
That's a small child.
Actually, it's a big child. Feel great, feel energetic. I just feel good. I feel real good. My blood sugars are all good. My liver enzymes are back to normal, and I just feel like a new person. They basically helped save my life. Is what it boils down to.
No energy. I was having no energy, and didn't know why that was happening. I was sleeping 8 and 9 hours a day. I was having blood pressure issues that were coming and going. I had swelling feet. I had all these things that just suddenly started happening, plus weight was going up without understanding why I was exercising, and I was trying to pay attention, but didn't really have guide, you know, and the things that used to work weren't. You find yourself sitting on the floor in the closet crying because nothing fits, and you don't want to go exercise anymore because it didn't work anyway, and it was extremely upsetting. Found out that I was sensitive to about 5 different foods that were interfering with my health. Helped me get my energy back almost instantly, and that was huge for me because falling asleep in the middle of the afternoon was not me. And then lost 17 pounds in 21 days, yay, with the program. It's hope. I didn't get any hope with my doctor. I just got another medicine. And you need to go home and lose weight. Well, okay, fine. What do I do? I had no answers. So I have someone who has some answers for me.
Wow, makes you just, I cried right along with Helen, oh my gosh. That's just amazing. So I know a lot of times you offer a free initial consultation here at Mederi Health.
You do.
Why?
Why? because I want to make sure that people are in the right place. I think that most of what we look at in healthcare is your relationship with your practitioner. And I think that's so important. And sometimes you may come in and you might say, that's not for me. But if it is for you, then we want to get you on the right track, and we want to make sure that we're all on the same page in what we're looking for, what we're trying to achieve, and making sure that we're really getting to the root cause of why you're here in the first place.
Sure, and what is that? There's a value on that. What is that value, Dr. Lee?
Absolutely. It's about $245 is what we would typically charge if somebody wasn't coming in from one of our initial consultation offers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee.
Thank you, Nancy.